Australians are a fair-minded people. We're a forgiving bunch. We give people the benefit of the doubt and we excuse mistakes up to a point, especially if people acknowledge them and say sorry. But if you're listening to this and you're not locked down, then you're one of the lucky few Australians. Because now, more than half our country, 14 million people, are locked down and locked up. I mean, how did we get to this point? The crisis in Sydney is a true national disaster. Our biggest city, our biggest state, locked up seemingly indefinitely, and the leaders have no plan to actually get out of it, dithering around. At least in Adelaide, in South Australia, the government's locked down quickly and they should be out of it soon, but people are anxious, and in Brisbane, people are nervous as cases break out there. But in Melbourne, in my home state of Victoria, people are tired. But there's a different feeling this time. There's a clarity, a white-hot anger, not just at the removalists or the New South Wales government for mucking around, but at Scott Morrison for leaving us vulnerable and exposed without vaccines, and for failing to fix the quarantine system. It's past the point where you can excuse these failings that have gone on for months. The Prime Minister disappears whenever there's bad news. He's gone into hiding again for 3 or 4 days, but he popped up again today. And he told us, you can see, nothing had changed. He told us the vaccine rollout's going fine. He's getting on top of the problems, apparently. Well, the problem is, Prime Minister, that only 11% of Australians are fully vaccinated. No amount of arrogance or spin or marketing or deflection or running away can change that fact. You got us into this mess. Sorry, even if he said sorry now, would be too late. It's too late to have avoided the lockdowns, the damaging lockdowns. It would be too late to avoid the economic carnage being unleashed on our biggest states, too late to avoid billions of dollars of unnecessary debt from economic support that the next generation of Australians will be asked to repay, and too late for those Australians who've already lost their lives in these outbreaks, too late for the Australians fighting for their lives in ICU to avoid that trauma. Now, I hope at the next election Australians remember this, that they do not forgive and they do not forget, and they vote this bloke out. I've said before though, I don't like the Prime Minister. I don't think he's good at his job. I think he's failed Australia. And I don't trust him. You can't believe what he says. As I said, he's a bullshit artist. But I really hope, above all else, that he can just for once rise to the occasion, be worthy of the high office he holds, pick up the phone, get more Pfizer, get the vaccination rollout fixed, take responsibility for the quarantine system so this stops happening, and get us out of this mess.